trying little.
Japan.
What's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another video. On today, this is Raw Detroit. Make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I got two hidden gem prospects that I want to talk to you about, two safeties that I'm going to talk about on today. I wanted to give you two guys on today. JL Skinner, who stands at about 6'4", 220 pounds, and I definitely think that this kid is an enforcer on defense. Now, I did not put any highlights in this video. I will link the video so that you'll be able to see his highlights or his film, so that you'll kind of get a understanding of what type of player you're looking at. I just wanted to kind of break it down and just talk about it, and you can go back and do the homework and look at the film and see what type of player that this guy is. And then I brought another safety with me on today, Antonio Johnson Jr. Now, both of these guys are big safeties. He stands at about 6'3", 195 pounds. They say anywhere between 195 and 200 pounds. And both of these guys are big safeties. And definitely that's something that I kind of want in Detroit. Now, you're not going to always get what you want in Detroit. And we know that a lot of us have wanted so many different things, whether you wanted a quarterback, whether you wanted a defensive tackle, a linebacker, a lineman, offensive lineman, or defensive lineman, defensive end, safety, corner, whatever whatever's been your cup of tea and what you want. But I like to give you the golden rule, or should I say the golden nuggets, on what I think the GM should be looking for when they're looking for a safety. Now, there's a lot of different things that I know that these guys look for. But me, if I was a GM personally, these are the 6 things that I think that I would be looking for. Number one, I'd be looking for a field general. And what do I mean by that? A guy that can be vocal, a guy that can communicates on every play and recognize formations and can communicate the defense to everyone. A guy that knows the down and distance, things of that nature. That's what I'm looking for, number one. Number two, instincts and awareness. A guy that can read the offense and understand route combinations. Know how to read and react and know whether it's a run or a pass, things of that nature. That's what you're looking for too in a safety. Number three, you're looking for physicality and aggression. I always want my safeties to be aggressive. I always want them to have that, to be able to be physical with receivers, because that's what you want at the end of the day. You want safeties that are not afraid to come up and hit. Safeties that are not afraid to be aggressive and things of that nature. And the best safeties are always they're always near the ball. They have a knack to be around the ball. They know how to shed off blocks from tight ends and receivers, and pretty much these guys are not afraid to get nasty in the trenches. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a guy that's not afraid to get nasty in the trenches, come up and make a big tackle in the run or whatever. That's what you're looking for. And then number four, what I'm looking for too as well, ball skills and range. You know, how well, do they play sideline to sideline? Can they cover sideline to sideline? Do they attack the ball at the high point? If the ball is in the air, do they make plays on it? That's something that you're looking for, man, when you're looking at ball skills and range from a safety. Now, some of you guys may know this information and some of you guys may not know this information, but I just thought I would share some nuggets with you on what you should be looking for when you're looking for a safety, because ultimately, me, when I'm drafting, I'm thinking about the next Cam Chancellor. I'm thinking about the next Steve Atwater, the next John Lynch. I'm thinking about greatness when I'm drafting players. And if I was the GM, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for players that is going to help turn my franchise around. And you find these players in the draft, and you have to be a GM that has the skills to be able to know what you're really, really looking at and what the team really, really needs. Number five, then I'm looking for that versatile guy. Sometimes, that guy is like a linebacker. That safety can come up on a blitz and come in and blitz and get to the quarterback or stop the run in the backfield. Or, just whatever, man. I'm looking for that guy that can read and react also cover against tight ends and slot receivers as well. So you're looking for that versatility, because normally the safety is more versatile than what the corner is, because the safety comes up and helps in run support situations. And then sometimes they have to drop back in coverage and cover. So there's two things that they have to do. Now, normally the corner, if he's a very, very good corner, you may have to follow somebody wherever they go on the field. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the safeties do way more than what a corner does. A corner just follows a guy all around the field trying to be able to stop the best receiver. But when it comes to a safety, they have to be able to come up and support in the run game, be that outside linebacker per se, and also be able to drop back in coverage and be able to play sideline to sideline. So you got to have you got to be aware of where you're at on the field when you're a safety, because normally safeties can see everything that's going on. They know the formations. They can see a lot of things because they are the ones that are the last line of defense. So they can see everything that's in front of them. All right. Then also you're looking for number 6, being a playmaker. At the end of the day, you don't want to be satisfied with just getting PBUs. You want to be able to get a turnover as well. When the ball is near you, you want to be able to make a play on it. And that's the type of safety that you're looking for. You're looking for guys that's looking for opportunities to make plays, whether it's punching the ball out, whether it's getting a strip sack, whatever it is. I'm looking for my guys to cause turnovers. And I think if the Lions get players like this, then the defense is going to tremendously be better. You have to find guys that have the football IQ that they can go out and make plays. And you don't have that. When you think about the Detroit Lions, you don't really have guys that consistently make plays, whether it be the safeties, the corners, the linebackers. You don't have these guys. And I'm talking about being consistent week in and week out. That's what makes you a all-pro caliber player, or makes you a Pro Bowler, because you're consistent every week. Every time you're out on the field, you're giving it 110, and you're always looking to make plays. So those are the things that I'm looking at. So I'm going to repeat that again. So when I'm looking for a safety in a draft, this is what I think that the GM should be looking at. Number 1, being a field general. Number 2, instincts and awareness. Number 3, physicality and aggression. Number 4, ball skills and range. Number 5, versatility. And number 6, last but not least, being a playmaker on the field. Now, both of these guys that I bring to you today, Skinner is a guy that kind of reminds me of Cam Chancellor. He is a bone crusher. He comes up to make hits. He will intercept the ball. He's great in coverage. He's able to come up and support the run. He can be a little bit more twitchy, things of that nature. But for the most part, this guy is a great safety, man, because he's the type of player what I look for in a safety. He's aggressive. He has great instincts. He has great ball awareness and ball skills and range. He's very versatile. He can come up on the blitz. He can also drop back in coverage, and he can cover tight ends and slot guys as well. May not be the fastest, but definitely is more quicker than what he is fast. And sometimes, being faster on the football field is not everything. Being able to be quick and being able to get angles on guys, sometimes that helps to your advantage as well. But definitely, man, his size is intimidating. He's a 6'4" safety out of Boise State, 220 pounds. I want one of these guys, man. I'm not going to kid you not, man. I want one of these guys to be on the Lions. Now, hear me out, guys. I'm not saying that the Lions are going to draft these guys. I'm not saying that. I'm just bringing you 2 safeties that I think that the Lions should have their eyes on. And if you from another NFL team and you're seeing this video, feel free to use the information, because the information is for you too as well. Even though I'm talking about the Detroit Lions drafting these 2 safeties, they may not even draft these guys. But I'm just having a conversation with the fan base of the Lions, just saying these are the type of safeties, and this is the type of safety I would look for per se. I'm looking for that thumper, and I'm looking for ultimately the ball hawk. So definitely, man, both of these guys are very physical, man. Skinner is a very, very physical safety. I'm going to leave the link in the description so that you'll be able to see what type of plays this guy can make. But I love Skinner, man. I think he's one of the best underrated safeties that will be in the draft class in 2023. I think this guy is physical. I think this guy has the size and girth that you want at safety, and he would be like an enforcer back there. He would definitely come up and clean your clock, and that's the type of guy I want. The type of guy that's going to rip your face mask off every Sunday, and he's that type of guy, J.L. Skinner. So I definitely love what this kid brings to the table. And when you guys get a chance to see the film, you'll understand what I'm talking about. He's very aggressive. He comes up and makes big hits, gets big stops in the backfield, and he covers well too as well. And then you got Antonio Johnson as well, who is a very physical safety as well. Now he's not like the bone crusher that Skinner is, but he's very physical. And that's what you want. He's able to come up and play the run. He's able to come up on the blitz. He's able to play in the blocks to be that extra linebacker. Wherever you need this kid to be at, he can play. He can also cover. And both of these guys can they can cover in man as well as zone too. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, man, can these guys play zone and man? Yes, both of these safeties can play zone and man. So definitely Antonio Johnson is definitely very physical. He can come up and come downhill really, really fast and really, really quick and make plays on the ball, get tackles for loss. I've seen this kid do it, and I'm definitely going to link his highlights and things of that nature in the description as well, so you guys will be able to get a look at it. But I just wanted to bring this to your awareness, and I wanted to bring these two draft prospects to your attention, because some of these guys, they don't get the spotlight on them like that. There's other people that's ahead of them. And definitely, man, I definitely think that these two guys right here are very underrated. And these guys, whoever draft these two safeties, and if they get the opportunity, man, these guys can ball out and they can end up being some enforcers on whatever defense they on. But I definitely think that the Lions need to add another safety to their team as well. You know, you got the injuries. You got people just in and out of the lineup. And I think that if the Lions add another safety and they decided to grab one of these guys, I think that it would be a great thing. Whether they grab J.L. Skinner or whether they grab Johnson, it really doesn't matter. They're gonna get the best of both worlds, because both of these guys are tremendous and they're great safeties. And when you are drafting, that's what you need to be thinking about. You need to think about getting a guy that's going to be a blue chip caliber player that's ultimately going to help your defense get better. The Detroit Lions have to get better defensively. If these guys don't get better defensively, man, it's going to be like how it is right now this season. They can score with everybody, but they can't stop anyone. You can't stop the run. You can't stop the tight ends. Now you just traded your tight end, TJ Hockenson, over to one of the best teams in the NFC North in the Minnesota Vikings. So now you know you're going to have to cover TJ Hockenson, and you know he was bodying people definitely in training camp. So you guys got to be aware of that, man, that the Lions have to go out and get premium talent and blue chip caliber players that's going to ultimately help this team get in the right direction in 2023. Now, I'm not saying that the Lions are going to make the playoffs next season, but what I'm saying is they should get better and they should win more football games than what they won in 2022 and not be regressing. So definitely, guys, these are two safeties that I wanted to put you guys up on. Make sure you subscribe to Raw Detroit, and I'll be back with more prospects. Peace.
Brian Little.